Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be diving into some advanced use of the when expression in Kotlin. So when is not just a control structure for basic cases, but offers a lot of power when dealing with more complex logic. Let's see how you can take your when expression to the next level. So Kotlin allows you to use when without an argument. So instead of evaluating a specific value, it evaluates conditions. So let's see through an example here. For that, I'm going to declare a variable temperature and I'm going to assign a value 30. And now I'm going to add the when expression without the argument here. So I'm going to put a condition on temperature here. So if temperature is greater than 35, I'll print this message. Okay, so if temperature is in range of 25 to 35, okay, so it will print a message. It is a warm day. Else it will print it is a cool day. So first let's run this. Okay, so it has printed this value here because the temperature is in range of 25 to 35. Okay, so it will execute this code. So have you noticed that there is no argument after the when expression? So this allows you to handle complex conditions more elegantly. So it is great when you want to check multiple unrelated conditions. So in this case, I'm checking if the temperature is greater than 35 or not. So here I'm checking the range as well. So you can put different conditions in that case. You can also do smart casting with when. So when works beautifully with Kotlin's smart casting. This allows you to check an object's type and use it directly in the code block. So let's see this through an example here. And for that, I'm going to create a function with name describe here. And I'm going to add an argument of type any. Okay. So here I will return the value string from the when expression. Okay. So I'm going to add the So here I will check the type of object here and I will return values on the base of the type. So if the type of object is string, I'll print a message this is a string, and I can also return the length of the string as well. And I can also put a condition. If it is int type, then I can return a message, and I can also return the value of this object as well. And if it is boolean, I can add a if expression here. So if the object value is true, it will return it is true, else it will return it is false. And here I will add the else case. If none of the above conditions are true, it will execute this code and it will say unknown type. Okay, so I will call this function into the main function here, and I will pass the argument value here. So first I'm going to add a string value, and also I'm going to print the value of this function. Okay, when I pass the string value, So this condition would be true and it will give me the length of the string. Now let's pass an integer value here, and also let's pass the false value here. And here I will add the double value. Okay, let's run this to see. So here when evaluates the type of object. With Kotlin's smart casting feature, you don't need to explicitly cast the object. So when does that for you? For example, once the type is checked as string, you can immediately access string properties like length, and here if the object type is integer, you can print the integer value. So if the value is boolean, it will be used as a boolean value here, and you can add an expression. Okay, so if you see on the first function call, I'm adding the value string here, so it will execute this line, and it has given me result that this is a string of length 5. And in the second case, I have passed an integer type value as an argument, so it will consider this an integer value, and it will execute this line here. So in this function call, I am passing a false value here, which is a boolean value. So it will come into this line and it will print this line here. So here I am passing the double value. So because I don't have a condition for the double value here, so it will goes into the else case and it will print this message. So you can also use function calls within a when expression. This is especially useful when you need to evaluate more complex conditions. So let's see that through an example here. So I'm going to remove this function here, and also I will remove these function calls. Okay, and I'm going to create a function which will return us the boolean value, and I'm going to pass an integer value first. Okay, so this function will evaluate the result, and it will return us either true or false value here. Okay, so here I'm going to give the value number 7, and I'm going to create a when expression, and I will call this function from the when expression, and I will assign the number value here, and on the base of this I will print a result here. So if it is an even number, I will print a message number is given, else I will print it is odd. Okay, let's run this to see. Okay, so it has given me value, it is odd number, which is true. So in this example, is even function is used inside when to determine whether the number is even or odd. So this makes the when expression even more powerful, as it can handle custom logic within its branches. Okay, so you can also use when expression with enums. So one of the best uses of when is handling enum values. So let's see how we can use when to match enum types. So for that, I'm going to remove this code here, and I'm going to create enum class here, and I'll give it the name day. Here I will define some values. Okay, so here I will create a function which will get the day type. So I'll pass the day as a parameter to this function here. Okay, and I will use the when expression inside this function, which will return us a string type message on the basis of this day. So I'm going to add the return type as string here. So here I will return the value from when expression, okay, which we will return on the basis of this day value. So if day is Saturday, or I'm going to group one more day here, and or if the day is Sunday, I will return a message it is weekend, else it is weekday. Okay, so let's call this function inside the main function here. So I'm going to remove this code now. So here I will call this function and I will pass a day here. So first I have to create a variable which will take the value of day here, and I will pass it is Friday today. So I'm going to pass this as an argument here. So this function will return me the string whether it is a weekend or weekday. So let's print this value as well. So let's run this to see. So as you can see, it has given me value that it is weekday because it has come into the else case here. So it has printed this value. So that is a wrap up our deep dive into advanced when expression in Kotlin. So as you can see, when can do a lot more than just simple cases matching. It can evaluate complex conditions, handle different types, return values, and simplify your code. So if you found this tutorial helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Kotlin tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.